got some notes here. Thank you, Kate. And thank you, Rachel, for hosting tonight. The Dream Away reading series is incredible. Thank you, Dream Away Lodge, for having us. This room is so packed. That's wonderful. I do write memoir, as Kate mentioned, but it's so rare that I get 15 minutes with a microphone. So I'm going to jam pack it full of as much poetry as I can manage. We're going to go through a whole range of things. We'll start with a really quick love poem. And then there are a couple poems I want to read for my nephew. And then I'm going to read some erasure poetry. And finally, I'm going to read a pretty long poem that I basically stole from Allen Ginsberg. So this first poem is from a book that I co-wrote with my dad. His name's Stephen Lewis. He's incredibly talented and incredibly cool, but you have to buy the book to read it. I'll just share one from this. This is the first love poem I ever wrote for my husband, who is the handsome person in the pink pants. It's called Two-Stepping. We moved here from Texas. Breathless? Yes. Whipped like moonlight milk froth poured over nesting doll skeletons. Babe, I love your cowboy boots, pearl snaps, tall glass of water kind of body. You fill me up, slow speech, cursive lettering like wait, wait, wait for it. Thank you. So my nephew Rory was 21 when he was killed by a drunk driver. I miss him every day. So I'm going to read a couple poems. This is The Handsome Fella. Poem in which I imagine my ex-boyfriend is the one who greets you in the afterlife. For my beloved nephew, Rory Dimitrowitz. You might have been imagining Opa waiting, but it turns out the gateway to forever is a rock club, and Sean is on the sidewalk waiting like the night I met him, and knew without a doubt I would follow this messy, gorgeous human with few questions. He recognizes you because he knew me once, and you him because you knew me always. Kid, I know a good spot to catch the next set, and you follow him because of course you do. This is my fantasy to get by on a Wednesday afternoon, 11 and 7 months later. The beer is cold and the weed is kind and the musicians on the stage are gods, and you stay here with Sean in this good spot while the guitars weep and bend and the light splits and dawns and nothing hurts anymore until we're good and ready to go home. Here's Rory as a little goober. This next poem is a found poem, which means that all of these words already existed. I didn't write any of them, I just arranged them. And this is words that I found on Facebook and Instagram tributes for him. I call this Sweet Boy. Our sweet boy, my sweet, sweet boy. My sweet, sweet, precious Rory, my sweet Rory, your sweet, beautiful boy, your sweet boy, sweet boy. Sweetest, most genuine, a sweetness that was just embedded into a spirit, best person to know, joyful enthusiasm, a heart big enough to embrace the entire planet, best dance partner, beautiful smile, beautiful soul, most caring soul, such a beautiful boy, inside and out, best person in the world. Shawangunk Mountain, Split Rock, Hatteras Island, mountains, swimming, swimming, swimming. New Paltz, Wilmington, Vermont, Lake Minnewaska, purity of water, dipped into the sea for you, ocean etched into our beautiful landscape. No words, no words, no words, more than words can describe, beyond words. The world is so much darker without you in it. Tremendous loss, unimaginable, an endless nightmare. Wake me up, Rory. It's felt hard to celebrate the everyday, dark days of winter, bereft tribe, turn back time. We all miss him every day for the rest of our lives. We all miss you, we love and miss you. 6 months feels like a lifetime. Rory will be in our hearts and minds forever. We'll hold your light. I miss you. I'll miss you every day. I miss you. We miss you. Carry you with me. You'll always be with me. Always on my mind. Look over us. I love you. We love you. Love you. Love. 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 Love you always, Rory. Always. Forever. Endlessly. Every day. Forever. Tomorrow. And always. Thank you. I feel so honored I get to talk about Rory pretty regularly. So now you all know Rory. You're part of the club. Gonna shift. So about a year or so ago, I read Nicole Seeley's Erasure of the Ferguson Report, and it blew my mind. I've never been able to look at any documents the same. They're all poems waiting to be happened. No. So I first started by erasing Mandate for Leadership, which is more commonly known as Project 2025. So this first poem comes from that. And I really like stickers. This book, this agenda, the entire Project 2025 is a plan to break down accountability, federal policy, and our Constitution. Time is running short. This next poem I like to imagine like a love letter between monsters, maybe Grendel and Grendel's mom. But this comes from the Signal chat from Pete Hegseth. I fully share your loathing. We are the only ones on the planet, nobody else even close. This is an executive order. I call this Defending Women from the Federal Government. Across the country, ideologues, men, fundamentally attack women. The erasure of policy has a corrosive impact, not just on women, but on the validity of the entire American system. This unhealthy road is paved by an ongoing and purposeful attack against cherished legal rights and values. Accordingly, women's rights does not include women or woman, and girls or girl. My final erasure for the evening is The New Colossus, which is the poem that's on the bottom of the Statue of Liberty. Thought it needed a little update, so this is the new Colossus. Keep, you're tired, you're poor, you're homeless. Thank you. You all have been wonderful. I can't wait for the next readers. I have 3 copies of my book for sale. I also run a newsletter that I call Poetry is Politics. It's stickers for sale. I'd love if you want to get on my list. And I'm also going to be selling these laminated copies of my poem. They could be an interesting coffee table conversation piece, or maybe a reusable protest sign, or I don't know, if all of your friends get one, then you can pass them back and forth like trading cards. So when I was putting this set together, I realized so much of my poetry at this particular moment is about stealing from other people. I've got found poems, I've got erasure poems, and this is a poem that straight up just stole from Allen Ginsberg. It's called America, and it begins with a line from Allen Ginsberg's America. America, I've given you all and now I'm nothing. America, the grocery store's shelves are empty again. I keep yelling at flags on shitty houses. I keep trying to find joy or meaning. America, I have too many subscriptions. Chat, what are we wearing this summer? Girls don't gatekeep. Katy Perry went to space and mostly took selfies. America, I don't sleep anymore. America, the dreams I have are filled with microplastics. I tried to tell you, but it was loud in the bar. America, I'm not sure you understand poetry. The big lie worked. America, your right don't care if I live or die. Your middle don't care, and your left only care if I do it right. America, things would be safer for a lot more people if you had just elected that woman you didn't like very much. I'm subscribed to The Atlantic because I think it makes me look smart. I get a lot of my news from Reddit reposts of Newsweek articles. There is no such thing as an ethical billionaire. Kanye West should be put under conservatorship. Will you ever do anything about your gun problem? How many children will die at school this year? How many times will you redistrict North Carolina? America, I need you to be braver. I'm beautiful with my short hair. I'm beautiful 10 pounds heavier than I like to be. America, I love your swamps and your bayous and your lakes and your rivers and your tiny creek that ran through my backyard growing up. America, I've wept each time I've been in the Rockies. I woke up in Yellowstone once to an elk outside my tent. The Swannanoa is rich with mica. I put my hand into a river in California and lifted out gold. Have you ever slept under the sky? Have you ever kissed your best friend on the mouth? Have you ever seen your favorite band with a tall, cold beer in your hand? Have you ever made eye contact with a fox? America, a foreign-born man bought the election. America, he did do the Sig Hail on election night. Boomers can't recognize AI, and that worries me. I don't want robots making my art. America, this is what they meant when they said no taxation without representation. America would deport Jesus. America, the king has no clothing. America, your hubris is showing. I miss all the people who died of heroin overdoses. I miss people I've never met. I miss 19-year-old Elizabeth and how she felt about America. There aren't enough lesbian bars in America. Remember, Stonewall was a riot. I once slashed 3 tires on a Hummer with a group of teenagers high on mushrooms. I still think I'm lucky when I find a 4-leaf clover. Can we start smoking cigarettes again? It's time to bring back house parties. America, I've never felt as alive as I did when Triple Crown in San Marcos, Texas was at capacity, and there was a funk band on the stage, and unbeknownst to me, I was drunk dancing next to the man I would marry years down the road. America, I've never felt as American as the summer my best friends had a contest to steal American flags, and on the 4th of July we had a huge bonfire and set those flags on fire. There was a short period where I believed I had premonitions. America, I love you. I'm sorry. America, could you put down your phone and listen for a second? America, I think you're missing the plot deliberately. America, I love McDonald's. America, Taylor Swift has a private jet, and I'm feeling guilty for switching to daily disposable contacts. America, J.D. Vance wasn't supposed to be our first millennial representation. America, J.D. Vance makes me uncomfortable. J.D. Vance, you make America uncomfortable. America, I know you think I've been talking for too long. America, you think this could have been said in 500 characters or less. I pray at the altar of Emily Dickinson. I wish Walt Whitman was my uncle. This poem is for Kilmar Abrego, Frankel Reyes, Andrew Hernandez, Neri Alvarado, Jersey Reyes, Rumayesa Ozturk. This poem is for my neighbor from Ukraine. This poem is for my uncle, who I didn't realize was from England until I was in the 6th grade. America, the autumn colorways in New England are stunning. Remember when we all, as a country, collectively watched the Tiger game? America, I haven't forgotten 9/11. I was on a bus headed to New York City to see a doctor that day. America, I've both seen too many doctors and not enough doctors. America, can I get a prescription for Adderall without being put on RFK's slur list? America, the jokes about the downfall of democracy in real time are so hysterical that I laugh until I'm breathless and sobbing, and I actually was really sad when TikTok was banned for that brief blip. I think most people are good but scared. I think most people are good. I hate stevia sweetened beverages. I like the way Mormons make their sodas. I read Project 2025 before the 2024 election, and I was surprised to learn that there were plans to wage war with China. We're at war with China. The war will not be televised. It'll be $2 instead of 30. America, we were taken by Russian propaganda. America, I'm ashamed of you. America, I'm ashamed of me. America, we could have done more. America, I love you. America, I'm sorry. America, I wish you liked me for my spirit. America, I wish you liked me for my poetry. America, I wish you loved me like I love you. I don't know how to end this poem. I forgot to mention police brutality. I forgot to mention bluebonnets in Texas. America, I'd like to remind you about the gun problem. It's been a few minutes. America, I'd like to remind you about the gun problem. You might have blinked. Thank you. I'm Elizabeth Bayou-Grace.